Hello, I'm Mike Samperton and a member of the Lafayette Society. In preparation for Lafayette's birthday celebration in downtown Fayetteville the weekend after Labor Day, we are revisiting the Lafayette Trail here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Our next site is Cross Creek Cemetery+1, which is located in the oldest part of Fayetteville along Cool Spring Street. As a retired Command Sergeant Major, I am honored to escort General Lafayette to pay our respects at the graves of the American Revolution heroes that are buried here in Fayetteville.
Thank you, Sergeant Major. It's a pleasure to be here with you. I have been to this place before. I remember the Cool Spring Tavern from my visit back in 1825, which you have informed me is not only the oldest building in Fayetteville, being built in 1788, but of more importance, it's where all the VIPs stayed when the Constitution was ratified, making North Carolina the 12th state. Today we have also visited the gravesite of Isaac Hammond at the Fayetteville Independent Light Infantry Parade Grounds just down the hill from here. He was a free African American who served in the 10th North Carolina Regiment of the Continental Army. In fact, we were stationed together at Valley Forge in the winter of 1778. That's very, very cold winter of 1778. During my visit in March 1825, I also met Isham Blake. This was, of course, a very emotional meeting for me, as Isham was a musician, a fife in the Continental Army, and also served as my personal bodyguard at the Siege of Yorktown. Back then, we were but children practically. Isham was merely 15 years of age, while I was but 24 years of age. Then, our meeting 44 years later, we were much older men. Also here in Cross Creek Cemetery #1 rests Colonel Robert Rowan. He, of course, wrote the Liberty Point Resolves and was the first signer of this document on June 20th, 1775. This is, of course, a very, very important document because it is the oldest surviving Declaration of Independence in North Carolina. I also hear Fayetteville has a skateboard park named after Rowan. I'm not quite sure I know what a skateboard is, though. Of particular interest to me was my fellow Frenchman who rests here in this gravesite, Gabriel de Brutz. He was an immigrant that came to Fayetteville after the American Revolution. Gabriel was a sailor in the French Navy led by Rear Admiral Comte de Grasse and fought in the naval battle of the Chesapeake, in which the British were defeated and unable to supply Cornwallis. And thus, 44 days later, Cornwallis was forced to surrender. Vive la France, and God bless America.